Hi, I'm Justin Levy for justinrlevy.com and for workshifting.com. It's been a while since I showed you what was inside my gear bag, and as I get ready for some travel in the next couple weeks, I thought it would be fun to take a peek inside of it. Also be interested to hear what you have in your gear bag and what we can trade off on. So first of all is the gear bag itself. Over the years I've tried dozens of different bags. I'm buying them all the time, and the one that I've settled on is this one from Ogio. Ogio makes a high quality product. I really like it. It's held up over the years. You wouldn't know that it's 2 years old. Not one fray or anything on it. It also has a lot of pockets, so that it's very easy to organize everything that I need to. Next up is my primary machine, which happens to be a MacBook Pro. This coming year, I want to reduce the weight further in my backpack and transfer to a MacBook Air, hopefully when new models come out. Because MacBook Pro is a little heavier, I actually try to leave that at home as often as possible in lieu of an iPad. I've been taking my iPad increasingly by itself more and more since I bought a Bluetooth keyboard case. There's many versions of these. You can check out which one you like. This one happens to be the Kensington. What's great about it is it has a keyboard right built into the case, so I can take just my iPad with my other gear and leave the heavier laptop at home. I found that I can accomplish all the tasks that I need to in general on my iPad, and so that has worked great for me. Next up is of course the trusty iPhone. This is my phone of choice. I know a lot of people are fans of Android, and there's still some BlackBerry users out there, but iPhone is my phone of choice. Never leave home with my Moleskine in field notes. Now, why would I carry two different kinds of notebooks? The Moleskine is great, but it's a little sturdier, so I don't tend to take this if I'm going to leave my backpack in the hotel room or I'm just running out for a coffee or something like that. I'll take this field notes notebook. It's really flexible, it's easy and thin to fit in your back pocket or inside of a jacket pocket, and you won't even know it's there. Next up is an extension cord. I never leave home with this. I've had this for a few years now, and this is the Monster Outlet to Go 3 USB. That's the model, but they make a variation of these. You can also find several other companies that make these, and what's nice about this is that it folds up so that it's nice and compact. This is how big it is, but it gives you 2 plugs on one side, 1 plug on the other, and a USB port. Bring one of these wherever you go, because I guarantee you at conferences or wherever you might travel to, you'll always be searching for plugs, and generally you only find one if you have any luck at all, and therefore you can plug in your different gear, make a few friends, and always be charging. Next up, I always carry a camera on me. As I've become more enthusiastic and picked up photography as a hobby, I typically carry this point and shoot, which happens to be a Nikon S8000. It's the model from probably 2 years ago. But I also have a Canon Rebel T3i, which is my bigger DSLR, that when I'm going on longer trips, I might carry that with me if I want to do some exploring in the city that I'm at or going to be traveling to a few events. Keep all of my wires and extra cords and transfer devices and things like that organized in this snap grid. This is the larger model, but I find that I need this. So it has everything that I need, whether it's something to transfer photos, or it's my iPhone and iPad plugs, or other micro USB plugs and what have you. Next up are storage devices. I carry both a 750 gig external hard drive for backups or for large data transfers that I have to do every once in a while, as well as a smaller 8 or 10 gig USB drive. These are so cheap nowadays. You usually can pick up one from a vendor at a conference, or even one on sale or for free, depending on the sales going on at the local electronics stores. I don't travel anywhere without my Mophie juice pack. This is an iPhone case that has a built-in charger, and this is invaluable when you're going to have to go out for a day. You might not be able to find a charger. I typically find that if my battery's on about 20% and I turn this on a full charge, it'll bring it back up to somewhere between 80 and 100%. So it carries almost a full charge in it, even after using it a bunch of times. This is a very cheap solution. It's about $80 or so. It's a very cheap solution to keep you charged on the go. As I've gotten into podcasting this year and started to explore ways to create more content and higher quality content on the go, I've recently gotten this blue microphone brand, external portable microphone. It was recommended to me by Chris Brogan, and it's a great little device when you can't bring a larger microphone. You want something higher quality than your onboard microphone that might be on your laptop or on your iPhone or on your iPad. Additionally, if you're going to record interviews on the go and all you want to travel with is your iPhone, highly recommend this Tascam microphone. What it does is it actually bolts onto the bottom of your iPhone and it creates a microphone like this. That's easy, it fits in your pocket, you can detach it, and it records in high quality if you want to catch maybe quick interviews with friends or influencers as you travel. Up next is always, of course, trusty business cards. Some people still like these, so I always carry a handful of them with me. I don't travel anywhere, even when I'm just at home, without a pedometer. I like to track how many steps I'm taking. I also track my sleep patterns. The Fitbit is by far the best one that I've owned. I've bought over time a bunch of the cheaper ones, and those always fall apart and don't seem as accurate as the Fitbit. They make newer versions of this one, of the Fitbit. I believe it's called the Fitbit 1 is the newer version of it. This is the Fitbit Ultra, but regardless, it fits in your pocket, holds a charge for a long time, and when you connect to your computer, it'll transfer the data back to Fitbit's website. Up next happens to be something that I have found come in handy over the years, and it's why I carry the extra bulk in my bag. First up is a quick, simple little first aid kit. You can find these for $1 at your local pharmacy or at your local store like a Target or a Walmart, and it has Band-Aids and some first aid cream and things of that nature. I've also added in here a couple extra things, such as for cold and flu medicine. More than once I've been on the road and started to come down with a cold, and to have this stuff with me has been invaluable and helped me to get better quickly. In addition to that, I carry this little hodgepodge plastic baggie of all sorts of different things. What's in here, I won't go through everything, but a little bottle of lotion, some Tylenol, and a Levy in case I have a headache. When the Colgate Wisps, for in case I'm getting off of a red eye and will not have time to stop at the hotel room before I have to go speak or attend an event. I also have things like emergency and cough drops, again, so that if I know that I'm going to be around people at a large event such as South by Southwest, I rely on emergency. It's one of my tricks to staying healthy throughout an event. Things like a Tide pen, and even I carry Goo energy gel. And this helps me if I'm on the go and I need some quick energy, as opposed to turning to coffee, which I don't care for that much, or an energy bar. If I'm on the go and need some energy quickly, Goo is a great one. A bunch of brands make them. You'll find it typically in the runners section or the cardio section of your local vitamin shop or GNC. So that's about it. That wraps it up. Of course, this is a lot of things to carry, and I don't carry everything all the time. I do trim back my backpack, especially if I'm going on just an overnight trip, and all I'll need is a change of clothes and a few pieces of these. But I do carry some combination of all of these items with me whenever I travel. So that's what's in my gear bag. I'd love to hear what's in yours. Post in the comments below. Let me know what type of things you're carrying. If you gain some new ideas, if there's some things that I'm missing, I'd love to hear about it. This is Justin Levy for JustinRLevy.com and for workshifting.com. Take care.